Have you ever wondered what goes through a woman's mind when you stop chasing her? Do you think she'll forget about you, or will she suddenly desire you more than ever before? What if the tables turn, and she begins to chase you? Understanding the emotional journey a woman embarks on when a man pulls away can reveal some surprising insights. What happens next may leave you shocked, intrigued, and perhaps even more attracted to the dynamics of human desire. Let's dive into the mind of a woman when the chase ends and the real game begins. 1. The radical change in the man's behavior, a psychological shock. When a man abruptly stops his pursuit, no calls, no texts, it's like flipping a switch in the woman's mind. She is left wondering, what happened? The shift in behavior creates a powerful emotional response. At first, she might feel confused, questioning if she did something wrong or if he suddenly lost interest. This change forces her to confront her feelings for him, creating an emotional pull that wasn't there before. She's left thinking, why did he stop? Did I lose him? This sudden detachment is a powerful psychological tactic that often drives a woman to think more about the man than she ever did when he was actively pursuing her. 2. Feeling of loneliness, missing what was once there. In the days following the man's withdrawal, if the woman had any emotional investment in him, she begins to feel the void his absence creates. It's as if the constant flow of attention she was used to suddenly dries up, leaving her to deal with a sense of emptiness. The texts that used to light up her phone, the calls that made her feel wanted, all disappear. This feeling of loneliness can intensify, making her realize just how much she valued his presence. The absence often speaks louder than the man's previous efforts, making her crave the attention she might have taken for granted. 3. Anxiety and uncertainty, spiraling questions and self-doubt. Once the man has pulled back, anxiety begins to take root in the woman's mind. The sudden silence is deafening. Questions swirl. Why did he stop? Is he seeing someone else? Did I push him away? The uncertainty drives her to search for answers. She might obsess over every detail of their last interaction, dissecting his words and actions in an attempt to understand his behavior. This mental turmoil often leads her to reach out, seeking validation or closure. The mind games begin, and suddenly, she's the one chasing after the sense of security his attention once provided. 4. Using tactics, the woman's countermove. After enduring days or weeks of anxiety, a woman may decide it's time to take action. She could start reaching out with indirect questions, testing the waters to see if another woman is in the picture or if he's genuinely lost interest. She might even start sending affectionate messages or posting photos that seem aimed at catching his attention. This strategic behavior is designed to gauge whether the man will respond, either to reignite the relationship or confirm that it's over. The chase becomes reversed, and now, she's the one attempting to draw him back into her orbit. 5. Observing from afar, silent stalking in the digital age. In today's world of social media, a woman who is curious, or perhaps anxious, about why the man has stopped chasing her might turn to observing him from afar. She may start checking his social media posts, scanning for any signs of new female attention or changes in his behavior. Every like, every comment becomes a clue. She frequents places where she knows he might be, watching for a glimpse of him without directly engaging. This quiet form of stalking is her way of maintaining a connection to him, even if she isn't actively pursuing him anymore. 6. Displaying indifference. Sometimes, she just doesn't care. But stopping the pursuit doesn't always guarantee that the woman will come running back. In some cases, the man's withdrawal might be met with indifference. If she was never truly invested or interested, she might not care at all. Instead, she may feel relief or even a sense of empowerment from the lack of attention. This is the woman's way of signaling that the relationship never really mattered to her. The man's chase was nothing more than background noise in her life, and now that it's gone, she feels freer than ever before. 7. Maintaining dignity, the power of self-respect. As a man, stopping the chase is not just about creating space for the woman to reflect, it's also about maintaining dignity. If a man feels that he's giving too much and receiving too little in return, pulling back is an act of self-respect. He should stand firm in his decision, not allowing himself to be swayed by the woman's possible tactics to regain control. Respecting oneself is essential in a healthy relationship. A man should never feel like he has to chase endlessly for mere scraps of attention. If she truly values him, she will make the effort to meet him halfway. 8. Recognizing when to move on. Knowing your worth. There comes a point where a man must recognize when it's time to move on. If the woman only gives him crumbs of attention, it's a clear sign that the relationship is one-sided. No man should settle for a relationship where he is constantly chasing without receiving mutual affection and respect in return. Knowing when to withdraw is key to preserving one's self-worth. In the end, a healthy relationship should be based on equality, mutual care, and respect. Anything less, and it's time to walk away. 9. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect. At the heart of any successful relationship is mutual respect. When a man pulls away, it's often a test to see if the woman respects him enough to reach out and meet him halfway. If she doesn't, it's a sign that the relationship was never meant to last. No man should waste his time on someone who does not see his value. Healthy relationships are built on the foundation of mutual respect, where both partners appreciate each other and are willing to invest in the relationship equally. 10. Each relationship is unique. The balance of power. Finally, it's essential to remember that every relationship is unique. What works in one situation might not work in another. The balance of power in relationships is constantly shifting, and the dynamics between two people can change in the blink of an eye. The key is to never let anyone, man or woman, diminish your worth. Whether you're chasing or being chased, always remember that you deserve respect, care, and love in return for the energy you give to others.